Hey guys, Jeff Smith here from HigherTrustMarketing.com and InfoMarketerZone.com. So happy you could join me today. We've got a really exciting 5-step system for you to use today to develop, create your own winning killer information products, digital information products. I'm talking about ebooks, I'm talking about reports, I'm talking about membership sites, training courses, video courses, Udemy courses. Whether you want to do personal seminars, if you want to go out in the training circuit, this holds for all of those types. These are multi-billion-dollar industries worth of delivering information products and information and transformation to your customers. If you guys don't know who I am, so I have developed over 14 digital information products over the last 6 years. Those products range anywhere from $27 ebooks right up to $10,000 courses and seminars. Okay, so and in the course of developing those products, we've obviously learned a lot. We've had some failures, not in those 14. The 14 that I'm talking about are the successes, but we have had failures, and we're going to talk about some of those as we go on in this session. Because what I want to do, more than anything else, this is the time that you guys need to be putting your own signature products out there, whether it's to brand your business, whether it's to actually generate another line of income, whether it's to build a foundation for an online business, whatever segment you're in, whatever the reason is or the purpose is for you guys creating your product, I want to help you with that. And I can, because we've done this so many times on our own. As we walk through this quick video and we illustrate these points, really appreciate it if you guys like what you're hearing, hit the like button against this so that other people can see it and so that you can tell other people that you actually like the information that you have. And I'd be really gracious if you could share this as you go. All right, so let's jump into it. We're going to talk about the 5 keys to developing a winning information product. And there really is only 5, and if you miss one of these, chances are it's going to be sitting on the shelf and it's not going to be as successful as it could be. Number 1 is obviously choosing your market and choosing your topic. And where people tend to go wrong in this step, right? And we deal with people like this over at InfoMarketerZone.com all of the time, is that people either develop a product that they think the market needs or that they themselves are interested in and haven't vetted it or haven't tested it against the market for its commercial viability. Okay, so when I talk about a topic, there's 2 important things when you create your topic. Number 1, you need to have a level of interest, or at least enough interest to get to know more about that topic, or ideally a passion or some experience for it. It's not that you have to be an expert. It's not that you have to be a guru. It's not that you have to know everything about that market. It's just that, why would you want to work in a market, help people, interact with your customers, market a product that you aren't really all that interested in, right? So you do need to have a level of interest in that market. Now, number 2, it needs to have commercial viability, and you need to test for that. There's so many people that we've worked with over the years. Countless people where they've had the bones of a winning product. They've had maybe a book or an ebook or an outline or an online course, and they've just missed the market. They've missed the target because they've chosen to come at it from an angle, a title, a structure, an outline, a content that is more suitable for themselves and what they would like to deliver to the market than what the market is actually looking for. And in those cases, we can often, tweak their campaign and bring their business completely 360 degrees around to the point where it's massively successful within just a month or so, because, it's just a matter of tweaking the product, tweaking the title, tweaking the angle that they've approached the market with. So you got to be conscious about the fact that you're dealing with a commercial topic that people are interested in. Now, here's a golden nugget for you that makes all the difference in the world. When you're thinking about creating a product to help people, doesn't matter whether it's in a hobby-based field, if it's helping them in relationships, in health, in wellness, in finances, in using their digital camera, in parenting, it doesn't matter the area. Think in terms of transformation. So people, what you want to deliver and what you want to target is a transformation. Someone is at point A in their life and they want to get to point Z. Right? So you want to help them through that transformation. You don't just want to inform them. You don't just want to educate them. You don't want them to learn with you. What you want them to do is follow your set of steps, your systems to get from where they are today to where they want to be. Focus on that key when you're thinking of a topic, and I guarantee you, it will send you in some directions that may just blow your mind, because when you're focused on transformations, you're tapping into the most commercially viable, the hottest desires that people have inside their heads, the emotional desire that really causes people to spend a lot of money for courses, right? So number two, so that's picking a topic and making sure that you're on topic and that you're reaching the audience. Now, point number two is, once you've chosen that topic, you've dug into it a little bit, you maybe have some knowledge from your own background, you've researched a little bit, you've dug into it, you started to, and here's a hint too, is look at discussions that are going on, look at other products that are selling for signs of the type of transformation, for the type of transformation that people are really looking for. Now, once you understand what that transformation is, then you want to come up with your unique angle at helping them get there. And what I mean by that is, it just could be, it doesn't mean that you have to invent something brand new. All it means is that you want to have your own system, your own course, your own set of steps that you want to take people through, that you can brand to you. You can actually put an acronym around it, or you can label it as your system for getting through that transformation that people want so badly in their life. And if you can do that, then you can brand that as your own. You become the expert. That's how you become the expert, is you create the brand. You create the 5-step, 8-step, 10-step program that people follow to get from point A to point Z. And that becomes your angle. And ideally, what you're really pitching here is a foolproof system that is faster, quicker, simpler, more effective at getting them through that transformation. That becomes your unique value proposition. That's going to underlie everything you do. And why we come up with it this early, so many people make the mistake of trying to come up with a unique value proposition after the fact, after they've got a product and they try to market it. Well, most products don't lend themselves because they weren't designed with that in mind. So design that into your product right up front, in terms of not only the topic that you pick, but the title of the book, how you outline it, what content you include. Keeps you focused, keeps you on track for a commercially viable and high margin product at the end. Okay, number 3 point, key tip to winning in the information product space is, and this has more to do with how you get the product actually finished and how you get it to market, and that is, make sure you get good at outlining your product. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, outlining means understand, step back from the end. So where do you want to take people? What's the ultimate point you want people to have achieved by the end of the product? Then you work backwards, and you work through the steps. So I mentioned before, you create your system, you create your steps, just work backwards. Step 5, step 4, steps 3, steps 2, steps 1. And then what you're doing is that becomes maybe major chapter sections in your book. You have an intro, you have a conclusion, and there's a 60 to 80 page book or the outline of a course right there for you. So at that point, that's your chapter outlines. Now, within the chapter outline, you want to further dissect that particular chapter, and you want to separate it into some maybe 5 to 10 sections that will each correspond to about a page or two of content. Right? And again, you can translate this into a PowerPoint, you can put it on video, you can deliver it as a seminar, as a training course, etc. But these loose guidelines hold true. Okay, so at that point, you've now reverse engineered, you've got an outline that's so powerful. Why is it powerful? Well, it's powerful because, number one, it keeps you focused on that transformation, on the end goal. Number two, it keeps you from jumping all over the place and revisiting and having to stare at a blank page and create content from nothing. It becomes so simple and so quick to develop your product. Using outlines, you can, by a factor of 10x, you can speed up your development of your information product. Number three, it allows you to maybe outsource part of the product, because now you've got such a great outline. It's very clear for an outsourcer, a freelancer, somebody to research or help you develop that product. Becomes dead simple because you've got the outline there. There's no fuzziness. There's no ambiguity when you send that project to them. You can actually farm it out as a series of articles. Another golden tip, I've done that, where I've taken maybe a chapter and I've split it into 5 articles that correspond to the outline for that particular chapter, and I outsource them for maybe $15, $20 each. Heck of a cheap way to actually outsource content. And I don't outsource everything. I outsource maybe 25% of what we do, and we do in-house 75%. But sometimes it's worth outsourcing where maybe either you don't know the topic as well, or it's a heavy research part of the product, not as personalized, not a you don't have to use a lot of personal examples, things like that. All right. So number 4 tip for creating a winning product is think about the format. What's the ideal format to deliver your content in? And this comes right back to what we talked about in the beginning, that you're actually developing a course. You're developing a system. You're developing a technology. Remember that always. You're developing a transformation. So let me ask you this question. Why do you think that a particular book on a topic sells for $27, and while a training course, a video course, might sell for $997? And I bet you in most cases you look and the exact same content, it's the exact same content. It's just packaged a different way. It's marketed a different way. It's delivered a different way. And that's how powerful it can be in terms of how you choose your format. Right? So, and what's so powerful about what we've talked about so far, and I hope you're getting this, and please like this and share it if you're finding this valuable. What's so powerful about what we talked about is if you structure your information product, your digital product, in terms of how we talked about a series of steps, a transformation that delivers a life experience for someone, it's not at all out of the realm a possibility that your initial product is priced at $497, $997, because you're delivering that life transformation. You're doing it through a course type format. You can deliver that as a series of videos just as easily as you can developing an ebook, right? Or even if you do deliver an ebook, it could be an ebook plus an exercise book that turns it into a home study course, and suddenly that's a $197 package instead of a $27 ebook. So I hope you guys understand that. It's a huge, huge difference, huge breakthrough for a lot of people that are developing digital products. It's the key, I would say, to how people become sort of 5-figure, they go from 4 to 5-figure earners in the digital information marketing space to 6 and 7-figure type businesses. Okay. Now, number 5 key tip to developing winning information products then is you need to get aggressive at marketing at that point, right? So I've also seen a lot of people, and they're better on their product creation side, and they develop what's potentially a very good product, but then they do next to nothing in terms of marketing it. They might publish a few articles, they put up a blog, or they post there a couple times a week, or they maybe come out hard in the first week and they do a whole bunch of content, but then give up on it. They don't put a proper profit funnel in place, a sales funnel, which is everything, because that's how you build your list. It's how you communicate with your list, how you bring warm people to your sales page. People don't put enough effort into the sales page. All kinds of mistakes that can be made here, but you do have to learn to market your product. You do have to go crazy marketing your product, and that's why, if we go right back to the very beginning, that's why I recommend that you stick with a market and a topic where you have some level of interest, some level of passion, because all of this other stuff, the marketing and all the publicity and building with your customers, that can be incredibly exciting. But if it's a topic or an area where you just don't really get a lot of passion, or you don't get a lot of fulfillment out of, then why do it? Why bother, right? We can do many things with our time. We don't need to focus on that sort of thing. So stick with a topic where you got some interest, some passion. That'll also convey across to the marketplace. People will see that in you. They'll feel the energy as you push your marketing out. And quite frankly, marketing the product is so fun in those environments, because you've picked that market and you've developed a product that you know is high quality. It's going to help people. So at that point, here I'm just going to click. A button here. Is getting low on power, so we're going to wrap up. But so much fun if you've stuck to that kind of rule, and so go crazy marketing. Get out there, blast out to the social side of things, blog every day, tell people, share people, get involved in your market, get engaged with your market. Market the heck out of that product through relationships, networking, and you should have no problem with that. It doesn't matter what kind of personality you have. If you're an introvert versus an extrovert, if you truly believe in your product and you've been involved in every step of the way in creating it, then this is going to be simple. It's going to be fun for you. Okay, so those are the 5 winning tips to creating a killer information product. Now, I know you guys are going to have questions. I know you're going to have comments. Please feel free to leave your comments below, whether that's feedback or whether it's questions. leave the feedback. Okay, we'll get back to you for sure. We're thinking of running a webinar that will go a little bit more detail in each of these areas over the next week or two. Leave us some feedback on that too. And head over to highertrustmarketing.com. We're going to put that up here, highertrustmarketing.com, and put your name in. You'll scroll down halfway down the site, and you'll see leave your name and email for some tips. That way you can be notified when we come up with new content like this, new videos. It's all helpful content, and we do it really because we want you guys to succeed. We want to see you guys out there with your own signature products. We want to see you guys creating the life that you really want to, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day for us. So leave your name and email contact information, and you won't miss anything. And we'll also notify you when we put the webinar in place. It'll be most likely a free webinar. We may charge a nominal amount, but it most likely will be a free webinar. And the whole idea is, again, to get this into your hands and get you guys using it, and get you guys active and get you guys pumped about putting these products out. It can be a life changer, it really can be, and we want to see you guys succeed with that. Okay, so make sure you hit the like, make sure you comment, and thanks for watching today. Get involved, get into the marketplace yourself, get that product going. You won't believe what it will do for your life. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.